Okay, everybody, so here is that video that I promised you, showing you what my little YouTube studio looks like and the equipment that I use to film videos. Now, I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just show you kind of the stuff that I have right now. But the first step in starting a YouTube channel is to just start, which is what I had to learn. Start with what you have. So the first thing that I started with was just my phone and a tripod. And when I went out, I would just prop it against stuff. If you don't have a tripod, then just use a box or something to prop up your camera. But I had my iPhone 6, I believe it was, and that is what I started with. So first, just start. Now, second, as you go on, find little things that you can use. Check eBay, Craigslist, check some other YouTubers to see what they say about the equipment. But I'm going to show you what I use, because that's what I did. I watched a lot of YouTube videos to kind of see what equipment you needed, how you can upgrade. And as you go on and as your funds make it possible, then you can add on stuff. Pardon my messy playroom in the back, but this is actually my YouTube studio. So some of you know I homeschool, and so part of our playroom is dedicated to the school space. So I'm going to show you how we double the school classroom space also as a studio. Okay, so first off, this is our little school area. So this is a whiteboard that my husband made, and there's a little corner we have for books, but this is the table that we usually work at. And of course, there's usually chairs as well. So this table, it's a folding table, and it doubles as a space to sit down. And so lately, I know you've seen me filming in my daughter's room, and that's a simple setup. We sit on the floor by her bed, grab a couple of crates, put the little tripod, handheld tripod, and that's what we film. But here it is right here, a folding table. So any kind of table, you can use a TV tray table, anything, and a backdrop. And I'm going to show you how we spruce up the back. Okay, so in order to dress up your wall, your background, to have sort of a studio effect, the best thing you can do is get a piece of fabric. So I found this fabric at the thrift store, and I think it was like 99 cents. And so if you have a large black tablecloth, a curtain, just something that will cover the whole wall, you can get these, a sheet, whatever looks good. Just make sure you iron it. And I stick it on the wall using thumbtacks. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, all we do is put a tack in it and the fabric. And so if you're looking at it, mind you, I need to have it clean my cloth. I spilled something on it, and iron it. But normally I would stretch it a little bit tighter. But as you can see, that's kind of what you look like. So you have black behind there, white, any other color, and then you'll be able to sit. And Sydney's going to demonstrate.
Hi, welcome back to my channel.
So you see, that's what you get. So of course, like I said, use some more tacks to make it taut so it's nice and tight. But there you go, a 99-cent piece of fabric, and you can get a longer piece if you want to go all the way to the floor. Mine doesn't, this one doesn't, but I have some that do. So if you ever need one, you can just buy a larger piece. But basically, boom, tablecloth, and another, and I think actually what's on the table right now is an old curtain I had. Again, needs to be ironed, but any nice cloth that you can use to cover it. All right, everybody, so we're doing this again. This is like our 10th take because we keep laughing. So anyway, here is a tabletop tripod, the Manfrotto, and Sydney's gonna demonstrate. There's a little adjustment on the top, which can have your phone turned either horizontally or vertically. We have it on the horizontal setting, as you can see right here, if you change it. But anyway, all right, Sydney, show us how to get the phone in, like this. Pardon the noise in the background. Ooh. And she has to slide it a little bit over because she has her pop socket on there. There we go. Okay, so turn it back around so we can see it. Okay, and there you have it. So it will be facing you, and then the legs are adjustable as well, so show them how the legs adjust.
Oh, you can hold it.
Well, you can hold it like that.
Low. Higher. Whoa.
And then it can tilt the phone.
We can go like that.
Front and back. Oops, she was a little aggressive. It actually holds really strong, but I think because she has the pop socket on the back, it's not quite in the middle. So definitely it's best to have a phone case that doesn't have anything on the back of it like mine does. But since I'm using my phone, I had to use hers. Okay,
Yeah.
and there you have it. The Manfrotto tabletop handheld tripod. Best Buy. Okay, and next I have a large tripod. This tripod we've had for years. It's a Bogan professional tripod, but you don't have to have a professional one. You can get these in Walmart for $10, $15, $20. So this is a tripod for when I need more height. And it has the adjustable, it adjusts back and forth, side to side, and up and down here. So this is a larger size tripod. So I have two, the handheld and the professional one. But again, you can get a cheaper one that goes to different heights and can tilt and do what you need it to do. Okay, and lastly, I have this this looks like crappy crap. I don't know how to say this. Anyway, the light system. My husband actually found this on Craigslist. A woman in the area was selling them. And so I got 3 lights. So here's one. Here's a second one. So you got 2 of these. And then you have this one that can go anywhere you need it, in front of the camera, behind the camera. And these are all adjustable. They can go up and down. They fold down. You can take them apart very easily if you don't want to leave them up all the time. And my daughter is going to demonstrate how they move. So you can demonstrate on this one, Alex? Okay, here we go. So it just moves. You can move it forwards wherever you need your light. And you'll play around with it when you have your lighting, your whole studio set up. The umbrella goes up and down. So I was going to show how it closes. And that's for easy storage. And then I'll plug it in and show you kind of what the light looks like. Okay, so here they are plugged in. So this is the bulb here. And again, this one's remote. You can kind of put it where you need it. Here's so this is umbrella kind of diffuses the light a little bit. And so if somebody's sitting here, you can kind of just bend it like this way to put like a softer light on the person that's sitting there. And of course these are more, you need these at night, but sometimes we do use them during the day. But basically you just play around with both of the umbrellas and just kind of see if you want it completely upright or however you need it for what you're doing. Okay, and so before I go, there's actually one more thing that I have found is really good. So right now, this is just the overhead light in the room, and then I have I have a big window right here next to me. I'll show it to you. That window right there is natural light. So whenever you film, you always want to have the light behind you. So if you have like a really bright window or something in your house, don't sit with your back to the window. You want to sit facing the window so that you can get great natural light. So that's why if you don't have studio lights like I just showed you, then you can just find, a lot of times it will limit you to filming in the daytime if you want good lighting. Sorry, if you can hear that, that's the trash truck coming. But anyway, so find yourself a big window, small window, whatever window at a great time of day where you have light coming in. And so this here is just natural light that's coming in through this large window here in our playroom / schoolroom. So again, if you say, I don't have lights, I don't need them yet, I can't afford them yet, then use the light that you have. Find a great spot in your house that you can throw a sheet on the wall, throw a little table in front of you, whatever you're doing, and then there you go. You've got your own studio. So again, I use an iPhone X. I don't think I told you that earlier, but I use my iPhone X to film. One day I'll get a camera, but I use iPhone X to film. I use iMovie to do editing and do some little bit of editing in YouTube sometimes. I've been playing around with that, adding music. I have the light system, which is those 3 lights that you saw, 2 with the umbrella, 1 tabletop one. That was $45. I have the professional tripod. I have the Manfrotto handheld, which is great when you're outdoors. It keeps the phone stable, but they also have ones that are made for cameras if you're using a camera and not a phone. So, and the Manfrotto small tabletop tripod that I showed you, you can turn it horizontally. You can switch the attachment on the top so the camera can be horizontal or vertical. Now, if you use a phone to film, always film sideways, horizontally, because otherwise that way when people watch the YouTube videos, it'll fill up the full screen. And so you definitely want to make sure that you don't have sort of the vertical look. I mean, it's fine, of course, if that's what you choose to do, but I find that horizontal looks better, fills up the whole screen. So that's it. Just start, get stuff as you can, sheets, tablecloths, curtains, anything. Old curtains, a table, TV tray, some kind of table, anything that can act as a table, a folding table. The tripod, if you can get a handheld one from when you're outside, or like right now, I'm using the small tripod and it's just sitting on the table in front of me. Or when you're doing more stuff and you need more flexibility, you can use the larger professional tripod, or it doesn't have to be a professional brand. Like I said, the professional brand one we've had it for years. When we used to have this really fancy camera. And so anyway, that's why we have that one. And lastly, use your natural light. Makes a big difference. Lighting in videos is everything. So our lighting, we use a lot of the lamps at night, but during the day, use natural light in your window. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips were helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the equipment that I use. I'll see you later. Bye.